New numbers paint a strong picture of the U.S. Latino community's economic strength and why it matters to everyone.
Yeah, this week, the Latino Donor Collaborative released part 2 of its GDP report, and we are joined live by Valdez. She's the president and CEO with a look at what it all means. Anna, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me. Excited to share my numbers.
Yeah, let's dig into this new data. What's the biggest takeaway from it?
Well, you know what? The important thing, I think, is Latino productivity keeps growing. And not only that, Latino consumption. And as you know, the GDP of a country, especially with the United States, depends on consumption. So it's not only that the productivity, we've talked so much about workforce, right, on the side of Latino community, but we also should be talking about purchasing power, which powers the economy in general.
So tell us the numbers. I'm curious to hear.
Yes. So Latinos in the United States only, remember, these are national American numbers, produced $4.0 trillion in GDP. And let me give you a little perspective. If they were, only the Latinos in the United States were an economy by themselves, they would be the 5th largest economy.
Wow.
That means that only the total United States, China, Germany, and Japan would be bigger than the Latino community productivity in this country.
Wow. That is very, very interesting.
I know when you look at that, you also say that the Latino economy and population is growing faster, it looks like, than the rest of the country. What's driving all of this growth?
Exactly. You know what? The one thing that is driving, well, there's several things, but I would say the main one is the youth of the community, right? It comes from, you know, the nature of the Latino community. They have more kids, but also the interesting part is that it's not coming from immigration anymore. In 2007, immigration actually kind of stalled, right, from Latino countries. Immigration today is mostly from Asian countries. So this growth is coming from youth, and 94% of all Latino kids less than 18 years old were born here. So imagine, this is a generation of kids, I would say, of young people that was born here. English is their first language, and they actually have still carrying, you know, with them that, you know, era and that ethos of their parents as immigrants. So it's a really powerful community in that regard. And the important thing is that imagine that the age most populated in the Latino community is 12 years old. The age most populated in non-Latinos is 52.
Oh, wow.
So imagine if that's the average. Well, that's not the average. That's the most populated age. In 6 years, you're getting a huge, huge block of people through the next 6 years that will be new voters, new, you know, people in the workforce, new people in colleges. So I would say that from everything that we're seeing, I think youth is what's driving this power.
Very interesting numbers there. Okay, so this report highlights Mexican-American contributions in particular, showing their outsized role in states here like California. So why do these insights matter, though, for business and community leaders?
Well, you know what? There's a big, gap, I would say, between the myth and the reality, right? You hear, especially lately, a lot of rhetoric, a lot of, I dare to say, attacks in the community. But the reality is very different. Latinos are producing their workforce. According to the Department of Labor, Latinos are overemployed 6 points more than any other community in the United States. So the hardworking ethics, the values, right? You know, family-oriented, patriotic. I don't know if you know this, but 22% of all the Marines, for example, are Latinos in this country.
Wow.
So if you know that, you can plan ahead much better. We work a lot with CEOs, with any resource allocators that want to know where the growth is coming from. And these numbers really highlight a lot of the map guiding, right, for your plans in the future. Whatever you do and whatever your bottom line means, whether you're an organization or you're a company, these numbers matter in terms of illuminating where to guide your strategy.
I do think it's interesting, though, because we're living, obviously, in a time where this is being politicized on both sides of the aisle, right? And we look at what's happening with deportations. You're saying that a lot of the Latino population, they're not immigrating. They've been here. They're part of the economy already. So how are you using these numbers and information to get to policymakers to maybe help them understand kind of what we're looking at? But it does go toward the argument for a lot of conservatives of Latinos are here to replace American jobs. So how do you kind of work through all of the rhetoric?
Thank you. That's a fantastic question, because if you see our report, we actually have a whole section analyzing what's happening with, first of all, lack of immigration, right? We're at a very, very low level of immigration in this last 6 months, but also deportations. Because what happened is that not only when for example, I'm going to put, let's say a factory, right? When anybody in the manufacturing industry, misses half of their workforce, it doesn't affect only that half. It affects the whole people in the company, because that company has to stop production or reduce production or raise prices, right? There's scarcity in the market. So this matters for every American, because getting, I wouldn't say getting rid, but lacking half of the workforce or lacking half of the consumption too affects every single American. Yeah. This doesn't stop with the Latinos that are, deported, or Latinos that are not coming here. We're talking about the industry. We're talking about the dairy industry. We're talking about agriculture. We're talking about tech. If you see our report, 5% of Latinos work in tech and are actually bringing a much higher GDP to this country than other industries. And so this is important for, even as you're saying, both sides of the aisle, because we're talking about economy. In our report, we don't talk about DEI, or we don't even talk about immigration per se. We talk about immigration as a source of workforce. And that's important for everybody.
Absolutely. Ana, these numbers, so interesting. Thank you so much for being with us to make this data make some more sense for us this morning.
Thank you for having me, because that's another way to promote this data, to make it important for everybody.
I love when people are excited about their research and
numbers.
I
know, and we love good numbers, so thank you.
I'm a proud nerd. What can I do?
Yes, so are we.
We all are.
You've come to the right place. Thanks, Ana. Have a great day.